I've had a couple of these guitars to sell, and maybe you're in this position. You have or you found somewhere an interesting guitar with a pretty cool paint job, and you're trying to figure out if it's worth anything. Maybe you want to sell it. But the only designation on it, the only mark, is the letter B in cursive. A decorative script letter B. So you can hop onto the internet and try to figure out, what is this guitar? And your journey probably starts a little something like this. Found this guitar in my grandparents' garage. And then what follows is everyone guessing whose guitar this is, who manufactured this guitar. Now you will see many different types of guesses, but the general consensus is that this guitar is from Bentley, and that's just because it's been guessed the most. So you found this guitar in your dad's garage, and you'd like to know who made it. Now, the reason why it has come down to Bentley is because that is the one that is guessed the most. That's the only reason why. There's no reason to think this guitar is Bentley. So if you were to resell it, you could say often designate it as a Bentley guitar, often referred to as a Bentley guitar, which would be true. It often is. But there's absolutely no reason to believe or to think this is a Bentley guitar more than it is B Guitars, which is a different brand altogether, which is also guessed by some people. It's definitely not a B Guitars guitar. That is a very specific look. They look like Rogue guitars almost all the times, and they have names like Viper, Anaconda, or names like that. It's not a B Guitars guitar either. So what is a B guitar? It's just a B guitar. It's some type of Asian, probably Chinese guitar that predates guitars like Licks Pro. It's the same thing as a Licks Pro, only predates it by 10 years. And expensive components that, when put together, will make a guitar that's playable. There's nothing special about them aside from that they often have really nice paint jobs. And don't discount that paint job. That paint job is worth some money because that's what a beginning guitarist is looking for. A little eye candy. So those guitars are worth, $80. You're not going to throw it away. They are definitely not Bentley guitars, which is a guitar line created by St. Louis Music to be a less expensive version of the Alvarez guitars, acoustic guitars that they were making in Japan at the time. So Bentley started it as an acoustic guitar brand to be less expensive than Alvarez, and that was from 83 to 98, something like that. And so I think these these B guitars probably came towards the end of that and lasted some years later. That's my guess, just looking at the construction of them. If you look at the Bentley guitars, the logos look nothing like this on a B guitar. This one's the early Japanese Bentley the logo looked like that. I did manage to find one example of a Bentley electric guitar. I'm sure there's more. This is the only one I could find. Generally speaking, the only other electric guitars I've seen from Bentley are the Series 10 line of guitars from Bentley. And all the ones that I've seen were made in Korea, and this was some time ago. And they're all pretty damn cool. I mean, they have really wild designs, really wild paint jobs, pretty cool looking guitars. These are definitely not the B guitars that we've come to know and love. Our B guitars are inexpensive strat knockoffs, Asian made, similar to Licks Pro, but predating them, and they are not manufactured any longer. Who knows, the guys that originally manufactured these could be making something else at this point. No idea.